What's up guys, Vlad here, and today I'm coming at you with a video on the Dragonflight beta. We're going to be going over my current favorite build and the build that I think is the best for Ret at the moment. Now there are several different builds that are definitely viable, but the one that I feel stands out is the one that I'm running. This build takes pretty standard Paladin talents at this point. They have been nerfed, I guess, 2 weeks in a row now. Sanctified Wrath took another nerf. Divine Storm took another nerf, and yeah, it's unfortunate, but I still think it is the overall best. Now, there is some variation that you can do with this build here, but the build that I'll be going over, I'll start with the Paladin talents, pretty standard stuff, all the way down to Zealot's Paragon. I pick up 1 point in Dusk and Dawn. I don't go for Seal of Order, and then I pick up Sanctified Wrath. Now, even after the nerfs, Sanctified Wrath does about the same increased percentage damage that you would get off of a Seal of Order. Now, the second that you take into account Sanctified Wrath hits more than one target, it overvalues the Seal of Order damage, but obviously outside of Wings, Seal of Order is going to be providing more damage and more healing. Next, onto the Paladin talent tree. Oops, right here is meant to be Ashes to Dust, not Radiant Decree. Again, pretty standard Paladin build here. The last point that I think that you can maybe move around this tree is if you are fighting a caster, you don't need Eye for an Eye. You can right click out of the Eye for Eye point and put it in any of these points here. So you could put it in Inner Grace. You could put it in Vanguard's Momentum. You could keep the Eye for an Eye and you could take out Righteous Verdict and put it in Inner Grace or a second point into Vanguard's Momentum if you so desired. I would stay away from Virtuous Command because you'd only be able to put 1 point in there. I would stay away from Truce Wake because even if you hit like 100k Wake of Ashes, which Wake of Ashes hits very hard at the moment, which is why I'm going Ashes to Dust. It's still, that's like a 10k dot over 6 seconds is not, you're not going to be able to feel that. Righteous Verdict is also not necessarily mandatory either. You could take 2 points in Vanguard's Momentum and probably put out more damage. There's not many situations, at least in duels, where you're going to be Righteous Verdicting more than, one time back-to-back, which is only a 5% damage increase. And it's still pretty short duration. 6 seconds is not very long at all. So it's kind of up to you guys where you want to put this last point, whether it's Righteous Verdict, Inner Grace, or the second in Vanguard's Momentum. And if you are fighting a caster, then you can just take 2 in Vanguard's Momentum and still keep either Righteous Verdict or Inner Grace. Now, I want to go over the rotation, and then I will show a game of Soloqueue. So the rotation is fairly simple when you're bursting. You can either send it immediately, or you can build up your modifiers. A lot of times in duels, I like to build up my modifiers first, depending on the class that I'm fighting. If you're in Arena, you do have the opportunity to build up your modifiers, go for it. A lot of times what I'll do is Blade of Justice into Crusader Strike, build up the strength, Judgment, Stun, Wings, Send the Go, Divine Toll, Templar Verdict, Wake of Ashes, Templar Verdict, and then start spamming your Hammer of Wraths and your Judgments to increase the duration of your Wings and increase your overall Wings damage through maintaining the uptimes of your debuffs from your Vanguard's Momentum and from your Dusk and Dawn trait. And basically just going on with your standard rotation allows you to keep your Wings up for a fairly long time. Big damage. I believe we had about 30 seconds of Wings right there. Your other option is to just forego the of Dusk and Dawn for the initial go in order to get it out faster. In which case it looks like Blade of Justice into a Judgment, into a Stun, Wings, Templar's Verdict, Divine Toll, Templar's Verdict. Start spamming your Hammer of Wrath to get your debuff up of Vanguard's Momentum. And when you're at 3 stacks, then you can hit your Wake of Ashes for even more damage. That's a 12% damage increase on your Wake of Ashes, and then by that time you will also likely have the of Dusk and Dawn trade up. So basically you just stagger your You stagger your Wake of Ashes a little bit because Wake of Ashes is your hardest hitting single target ability. And the Go you know, you get the initial pressure from the Empyrean Legacy Templar Empowered Templar Verdict, and then the following global from the Divine Toll, which also hits fairly hard because we're running High Lord's Judgment and we'll have Wings active. And then after that, you build up to the 5 stacks for the Of Dusk and Dawn damage increase, and you have a few charges of Vanquisher's, not Vanquisher's Hammer, of Vanguard's Momentum and Hammer Wrath Throne. So you're stacking up closer to the 12% damage increase, and then you send the Wake of Ashes when it's maximum empowered. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show the build in a solo queue now, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you all next video.